Jay here, Stretford Paddock. This is the Paper Talk or Gazette. It's a Sunday, innit? As you can see, I'm not in the studio or outside Old Trafford. I'm in my kitchen. And it's actually quite sunny. I might have to take this hoodie off, actually. I don't know why I've got a hoodie on. It's warm. I mean, I like it warm, but it's too warm for me. And all I did actually go and see Peter Kay last night. Anyway, get involved in the chat in the comments and make sure you are hitting that like, share, and subscribe button. We want to get to 750,000 subscribers by the end of the season. You know what? We're almost there. We're almost at that figure, and we're almost at the end of the season. So you lot, yes, you lot, need to get involved. We're going to be back later on tonight, of course, with the watch-along tonight, this afternoon, United away at Brighton. And Brighton, I think that seems like a pretty good place to start, actually, because the big sort of story yesterday afternoon, I think it was that Roberto De Zerbi will leave Brighton at the end of the season. A decision has been made. That was doing the rounds on social media. I saw it by Fabrizio Romano. Obviously, De Zerbi has been linked quite heavily with the Manchester United job. I say quite heavily, but I don't think there's anything concrete at the minute. I think we've had a lot of names being bandied about, and his is one of them. I wouldn't say he's in pole position. I expect him to be the next Manchester United manager. It's all on him. But he is one of those names that has been mentioned. And you look at his sort of CV, his track record, it's not that inspiring. It's decent. But compared to some of the other names being sort of mentioned, you might actually prefer Roberto De Zerbi. If you look at De Zerbi, I mean, if you look at Brighton, for example, let's have a quick butcher's look and see where they are in the table. They're currently, I think they're about, the 10th. It's a mid-table. They've not been that great, Brighton, of late. I mean, they've had some decent results. They beat Aston Villa, of course. That was a good result. But they've also had a lot of underwhelming ones. They were comfortably beaten by Arsenal not that long ago. Drew away at Burnley. Not wrong with drawing at Burnley, of course. Or drawing against Burnley, I should say. Drew with Newcastle. Lost at home to Chelsea. Lost to Liverpool, drew with Brentford. Were knocked out of the Europa League quite handily after that 4-0 loss to Roma. Beating 3-0 at Fulham. Beat Forest. Beating by Wolves in the FA Cup. Drew with Everton. I mean, I'm going back to February. It's not been a great spell for them. And I think that, I don't know, you get involved in the comments in the chat and let me know what you think. I think De Zerbi sort of lost a little bit of his luster. I think he's not as well thought of as he was at the beginning of the season. I think if you look at, say, after the when they came to Old Trafford and comfortably beat us, everyone was like, De Zerbi, he's done a great job at Brighton. He's the man and all the rest of it. And I still think his stock's quite high, but I don't think it is as high as it was. Says in the evening news, De Zerbi shortlisted by Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He's going to leave Brighton next week with Bayern Munich opportunity off the table. So he's not got a Bayern Munich. Could he be coming to Manchester United? Let me know what you think about Roberto De Zerbi coming here. Also, in the evening news, there's a bit of an update on Jared Branthwaite. This has come via Gimme Sports. Says the Toffees won't entertain offers below 80 million. Do not pay 80 million for Jared Branthwaite. It says here the club's maximum they're willing to pay is 55 million. Also says he's linked with Spurs and Man City. Of course he is. We love getting players that are linked with Man City, don't we? And we love paying over the odds for them. In the Athletic, Napoli have made contact with United over a possible deal for Mason Greenwood. The Italian side were the latest to join the Italian side were the latest side to join the race for the 22-year-old who has interest from Atletico Madrid and Juve. I don't expect Mason Greenwood to be a Manchester United player next season. We all know why. He's not going to be a Manchester United player. I don't think it's footballing ability. I think he walks into this team, to be honest with you. But after what's gone on, I'd be very, very surprised if INEOS and Sir Jim Ratcliffe decided to bring him back to the club. And it looks like he could be headed to Italy. Napoli and Juve interested as well. Atletico Madrid, he had a very good game against him, didn't he, early in the season? I remember Griezmann singing his praises. Also in the evening news, he says, Erik Ten Hag's stance on Man United's situation revealed. Ten Hag believes United are in a better position than a year ago, despite failing to secure Champions League football. Ten Hag said, when you look at the results, you would say no, but we know the reasons behind them. I would say yes, because we have more players, more high-quality players in the squad. And from that perspective, we are in a better position. I think that we have developed some young players with high potential who can really add to the quality levels of our squad. With established, experienced players, they can make a very good mix and be a very strong squad that can compete at the highest level. I think it's also what we showed this season against top teams, that often we are very competitive. I like Erik Ten Hag, and I think he should be given a chance next season, but I think he's talking nonsense. I don't think United are better than we were last season, personally. I think this season we've been pretty woeful. Conceding goals left, right, and centre, not scoring enough goals. I just don't think we look anywhere near as good as we did last season. I'm sorry, I don't. You may disagree. By all means, get involved in the chat in the comments. Last season, Old Trafford was an absolute fortress. After that, was it the Sociedad game? We didn't suffer defeat again there all season. We beat Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Bayern, I was going to say Bayern Munich, Barcelona. Now you look at us, teams come to Old Trafford. I know we just beat Newcastle, but let's not pretend that that's completely turned the season around. Second to last game of the Premier League season. Keep losing at home. Lost a lot of games away. We've had injuries, not disputing that. And I think he deserves a bit of leeway because of injuries. But I don't think you can sit there and say that Manchester United have been better this season or in a better position. Yes, Kobbie Mainoo has been fantastic. But I also think the likes of Kobbie Mainoo and Alejandro Garnacho have been running to the ground. I think they are. I think we need to be better managing minutes. And I know that's not easy when you've got injuries. I'm hoping we can rectify that in the transfer window this summer. Bruno Fernandes transfer interest. It says here, according to court of side, that Al Nassr and Al Etihad are reportedly ready to make offers for Bruno Fernandes. He pretty much nailed his colours to the mast, didn't he, that he's not going anywhere. I don't think he will go anywhere. I think the Saudis can come call him. I think that Casemiro is probably the best option for them if they were after a midfielder from Manchester United. Also says here, The Guardian, Chelsea, I know it's a bit of a United link, have identified Kieran McKenna to take over at Stamford Bridge. Pochettino's future at the club is uncertain, despite their recent upturn in form. Kieran McKenna, if I was him, the thing is when you're a manager, right, if you have one bad season or one season where you underperform, that can be it. That can have been your opportunity. So you might look at it and go, Chelsea, big club, no disrespect to Ipswich, much bigger. Go there. This could be my only chance. I think at Ipswich, I think people look at him and go, look, even if Ipswich don't do bits in the Premier League, no one's expecting him to. He's worked on an absolute shoestring. He's overperformed. Back-to-back promotions. He's smashed it. He goes to Stamford Bridge, which is a bit of a circus, has one bad season, and he'll be like Graham Potter, where it's like, is he all that? Kieran McKenna loses his job at Chelsea, and then he might be left a little bit in the wilderness. I don't know. Get involved in the chat in the comments. Let me know what you think. Going to be back later on today. We've got the Brighton watch along. Me and Joe Smith and a few others going to be here for that. So make sure you are hitting like, share, and subscribe. Looking pretty sunny out there in sunny Salford. Thanks for watching.